What's up guys, this is Virgil Bunao. It rhymes with Bunao not later. In this video today I'm going to shoot with my Contax 645 and also 800 tungsten Cinestill film. So right now we are in Charleston, South Carolina. It's about 8 p.m. The sun's about to set behind me. We're just gonna drive around downtown Charleston tonight and try to come up with some images for you to show what this film is gonna look like at night. We're gonna try to look for some locations where there's a lot of colors and lots of light. This is Lindsay. She's also gonna be modeling a few times tonight. We're gonna try to test this film with landscape shots, building, architecture, and see how this film will work on people. I'm really interested in seeing the results. So we're gonna go ahead and load the camera now with the first roll. All right, let's go to the battery. So in this shot, I'm reading about f4, 1/30th of a second. In this area, the light is a little bluer. I'm gonna try here and see what happens. Perfect, all right. So I'm gonna get a photograph with my man right here. He looks really good with his equipment. I'm gonna try to do 2.8, 1/30th of a second on him. So we're gonna go to the next location and hit up a couple other spots down that way. But before we do that, I'm just gonna do a quick tight shot. I'm gonna get close to him and let's see what we can get. Setting up my tripod because I have to drag the shutter a little bit. I am going to aim for the yacht club building along with the lines of this fence. So on that one, I decided the setting would be f2.8, 1/30th of a second. Next thing we're gonna go, we're probably gonna try to go do some shots over there. I see a light post and a well-lit building. So let's go there. Hey, what up? Still here at the battery in Charleston. My light meter is reading 1/6 of a second. That's crazy. Okay. Just waiting for a perfect car to drive by. And here we go. Oh. So we're gonna try to go to King Street, take a couple frames of a couple buildings there, and then we'll see if we can find a place for Lindsay to stand to take a couple photos. So in this photo, I'm gonna try to take a couple photos of Lindsay standing here just to see how this film will react with skin tones, with this one little light post behind Josh. I'm gonna try to whip out my light meter again and try to do a meter reading on Lindsay's face. So I'm gonna try to do 1/4 of a second like my light meter says and see what happens. 1, 2, 3. Let's go to King Street and take a couple architectural photos. This next location I saw as we were walking I just like how the light post is illuminating the building and there's still the blue hour sky up there. This one f4 on 1/4 of a second. So I'm gonna try to do f2 1/8 of a second to see what we can capture here. I think I have one more shot left on this roll. Let's head to King Street. I'm gonna try to set this at 1/15 of a second. 2.8. Let me take a photo. Perfect. All right, first roll done. I'm gonna shoot one more roll down in this way. I like that Telus Pharmacy there. When I was standing over there, the composition wasn't too happy with because the light post was blocking the sign. So this one, I can get a nice horizontal photo of the Telus Pharmacy, the light post, and possibly this building. Actually, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna change lens to a 45, which is a wider lens. This is an 80 Zeiss lens, which is equivalent to a 50 lens. But sometimes if you wanna shoot landscape or architecture, you wanna shoot wide, it's not as wide. So I'm gonna shoot with my 45 lens, and I'm gonna try to shoot it at f4. Perfect. All right, I am ready to roll. Focus is good. Composition is awesome. And then I'm gonna wait for a car, and here we go. All right, let's go to Somerville. Every time I drive by this building, I always want to stop every single time because it looks different. So my setting here will be f4, 1/15 of a second. All right, let's go. Off to Waffle House. We are at Waffle House. I'm just really drawn to this yellow color and the light of Waffle House. I wish there were no cars in front of it, but well, actually, you know, it doesn't look so bad composition-wise. So I'm gonna try to shoot at f4, 1/15 of a second with my Contax. We still have the Cinestill in there. Let's see what happens. We're gonna go next to that gas station across the street. I like the greens, I like the light over there. All right, so we're here at the gas station. I'm really excited to see how the film is going to react to this color. Right now I'm at f4, 1/15 of a second. Perfect. All right, let's go. Three, two, one. So my settings will be f4, 1/15 of a second here, and we're still at the Cinestill 800 tungsten film. So I like this gas station because it just kind of has that yellow and red again, and we'll see how the film is going to react. All right, let's go. I'm not really crazy about this color, but since we are testing how the film's gonna react, I'm just gonna take one shot and see what this would look like on this film. So I'm framing it this way. I'm shooting about 1/8 of a second at f4. What I'm doing here is I'm going to try to see how this film reacts with skin tones and the coloring and all that stuff and the light. So I'm going to meter Lindsay at f2. It's 1/30th of a second is what I'm getting from my light meter at ISO 800. For this one, I don't really need a tripod because I think I can hand hold a 1/30th of a second setting exposure. So we'll see what we can get. I have this wide angle lens here, trying to get this wide angle shot. It's kind of dark. The light is not as bright here than it is over there. So I'm going to set up my shutter speed about 1/8 of a second. I think at least that's what I am reading on my in-camera light meter. And I'm gonna actually put a stop down to 2.8. Let's see how that's gonna look like. 3, 2, 1. So right now I've got Lindsay set up here in the garage. The light on her face is not as bright, so I'm gonna have to lower my shutter speed down. I'm gonna get my light meter and see what the actual reading is of this light. Oh man. So right now my light meter says 1/2 of a second, 2.8 aperture. f2.8, so that's really dragging the shutter. So we'll see what happens. And here we go, 3, 2, 1. Ooh, that was really slow. All right, we're gonna move a little bit. I'm gonna shoot a little tighter on Lindsay and see what happens. All right, guys, so what I'm doing here is I am going to take a wide shot of this whole area with the trees and the lights. I had to switch with 45 because I wanted to get the whole ambiance. The 50 was just shooting too tight. So we'll see what happens. I'm gonna try to set my shutter speed at 1/4 of a second and then my aperture at 2.8 and see what happens. All right, guys, so we are here at this location, Sweetwater Pub in Somerville, South Carolina. I've got 1/8 of a second as my shutter speed at 4. I really like this blue color and also the light underneath the roof. That's it for this video, guys. If you have stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Thank you so much. Leave us a nice comment below. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. Tell your friends. And hopefully, we'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.